On the floor for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. At point guard, Scottie Pippen. At forward, Reeves Amen. At center, Daniel Gafford. At forward, Amen Thompson. At guard, Austin Reeves. The head coach of the visiting team is Doc Rivers. Let's meet the stars. We go. Forward, 6'10", number 14, At forward, 6'4", number 5, Egan Stewart. At 7'1", number 2, Derek Lively. At guard, 6'7", number 1, LaMelo. At guard, 6'2", number 12, down the rim.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Reeves Amen is out there with Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Pippen, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. And for the Hawks, Buzelis out there with Derek Lively. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's Morant in at the point. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Thompson outside. Reeves in the corner. Pass to Reeves Amen. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, that's a great sign for Reeves Amen. Proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Morant against Pippen. Ball kicks to Morant. Trains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
There's a screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Morant against Pippen. And it's Morant missing. The drive by Thompson. Pass to Reeves Amen. Goes back up. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Reeves Amen's got his second bucket of the game to go. And Reeves Amen, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Now here's Morant. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Clock at 4. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Buzelis off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Reeves Amen. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Outside ball. Pass to Buzelis. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. Now Gafford. Here's Reeves. On target from 13 feet.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Morant. Offensively is a juggernaut. There's no way to put it. He's averaging 36 points a game.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
And it's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. It's Morant with the drive.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Now Reeves Amen. He is a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Pippen against Ball. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Kispert's checked in for Reeves Amen. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Pippen. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And the Bucks making a change here. Collins is checked in, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Here's Ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Lively a screen on Reeves. Ball finds Lively. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the more experienced Ball gets, the more confident he gets in those situations. Great execution.
The Bucks trail. Here's Rollins. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And he's good on the 3-ball. 6 changes of the lead here.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. Outside, Dort. Rebound by Kispert.
I saw a green light there, but D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And let's swing it over to Shams Charania, who has the latest scoop on activity in the Western Conference.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves transaction just now public as Minnesota's front office is executing ahead of the trade deadline. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility with the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor. This team just became a lot more dangerous. George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Bucks. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guy. Jackson is checked in for Austin Reeves. The Hawks trail by 6. And here is Morris. Pass to Okogie to halt the run. The Hawks again can't hit.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Morris inside, covered by Rollins. The Hawks working the ball around. Takes the 13-footer. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Kispert with the bucket.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's Morris. Following the basket by Corey Kispert. Morris kicks to Hield. Pass to Okogie. Hield against Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Milwaukee. Reeves Amen is coming in for Jackson. Bucks leading by 11. Sohan with the ball. Still yet to score. The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting from Milwaukee.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Okogie, the pass to Hield. Morris with the ball. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 to shoot. Here's Claxton. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And here's Kispert from the arc. Austin Reeves has been on display for the Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
The tally on the offensive rebounds right now has been really impressive. They've just been in the right spot at the right time and getting those putbacks.
We've got Ball. Lou Dort out there with Bol. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Christie in a shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Milwaukee with the ball. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. The shot's good from Kispert.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Christie. Claxton inside. Defended by Kispert. Here's Ball. Rebound by Kispert. Milwaukee leading by 13. Sohan, the pass to Jordan.
And the sheer size of Jordan is just so tough for defenders sometimes to deal with. Skilled at picking up the foul there.
This is his first free throw of the game. Hawks making a switch here. Bruce Ellis has checked in, and he's good on the second. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Here's Christie. Scoreless thus far.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Hawks. Pass to Reeves Amen. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Kispert's got 11.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Here's Claxton, defended by Jordan. Here's Dort. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bucks leading by 13. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Bucks making a change here. Branham's checked in. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Sohan, defended by Dort. On the clock. Releases. And it's Sohan missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he gets that open.
And Dort with a big-time dunk.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Branham. Pass to Kispert. Here's Sohan. Here's Rollins. Guarded by Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Rollins against Dort. The shot by Rollins no good. The Hawks trail by 11. Up top, Morant. Covered by Rollins. Here's Dort. Christie kicks to Morant. In the corner, it's Bruce Ellis. And the lead is down inside single digits. Christie's got 5.
Really nice job there by Ellis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
Pass to Branham. And again, the Bucks miss. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Christie the pass to Dort. And again, it's Atlanta.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. For the Hawks, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Okogie comes in for Dort, and Hield subbed in for Christie. Thompson sets the pick for Reeves. They could use a bucket, and it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Lively. Hield against Reeves. And here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And the agility, the hops. Morant just explodes off the floor.
Bucks leading by 6. Now Thompson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward fall.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Bucks have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Now here's Pippen. He has yet to score. Reeves the pass to Pippen. Down low. Gafford out to Thompson. To the inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, looking for offense inside as they try to chip away at this lead here in the second.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks streak, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Here's Okogie. With the drive, it's tipped. Here's Reeves Amen, guarded by Morant. Pass to Thompson. Now Reeves. Misses the three.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. On the wing, Hield. Back to Morant. 35 seconds left now here in the second. The shot comes out.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Reeves right side. And it's off from three-point range. They kick out to Hield. Lively a screen on Reeves. And stolen by Thompson. It's Pippen with the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 12. Now here's Hield. Now here's Morant for three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys, with Quinn Snyder.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Get your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Heat, this will be a good challenge. If they could come in, play with intensity, and sustain that, they'll be right there at the end, Shaq.
I want to see how they play.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Austin Reeves really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. A 12-point game to get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got Daniel Gafford. Thompson is out there with Reeves Amen. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Pippen in at the point guard. Gafford sets the pick for Thompson. There's the drive. And Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
Reeves Amen in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Reeves Amen's got 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Morant with the bucket.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
It's deflected. It's out of bounds. As touched by Lively. Here's Reeves. He's got 13. And Thompson kicks to Pippen. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Thompson passes to Reeves. Reeves Amen with it. He's got 7. And the 3 off target. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Derek Lively. Cole comes in for Buzelis. And Ball subbed in for Josh Okogie. And Ball sends it. Monte Morris is checked in for the Hawks.
Number 3, Monte Morris.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. 5 to shoot. Pippen finds Gafford. Atlanta with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Ball, the pass to George. Kept alive. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Ball.
Just sticking with it there. Ball's rebounding is so important to this team.
Pass to Gafford. Thompson from long range. Here's Morris. And the shot goes in. And now just a 5-point Bucks lead.
It comes down to Morris being a little bit quicker inside to get the high percentage look.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And the Hawks making a change here. Christie's checked in. Inside, Gafford. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Reeves against Ball. Pass to Morris. And stolen by Thompson. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Here's Reeves. 14 points for him. Pippen kicks to Gafford. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And Reeves the bucket on the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got 4 assists in the game. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Thompson.
And Ball understands how to get these calls, especially against aggressive defense.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Kispert comes in for Austin Reed. And Rollins subbed in for Pippen.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The Hawks trail by 7. And here is Ball. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Thompson passes to Kispert. And the rejection by Claxton. Morris, left side. Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with all that LaMelo does on the floor, Ball is one of the most difficult guys to guard in the league. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Diallo's checked in. Rollins the pass to Thompson. Gafford against Claxton. For 3, Kispert scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the dunk by Ball.
Got the screen. The dish was perfect. Morris making guys look good.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Pass to Kispert. Tries from 10. And Ball sends it back. That's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Out, looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Atlanta. Buddy Hield comes in for Ball. The Bucks making a switch here. 1:35 left in the third. Pass to Kispert. 6 on the shot clock, and again the Bucks miss. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 6. Here's Christie. Up and in on the way. Christie's got 7.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Pass to Kispert. From past the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Jackson.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Rollins, and the rejection by Claxton. Christie against Jackson. Claxton a screen on Jackson. Christie the pass to Lively. Here's Christie, guarded by Jackson. Christie can't make it.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Team starter.
There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here's Sohan. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 3 seconds left. It'll count. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top, up 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Derek Lively is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Okogie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pocket 2. And it's Sohan missing. The Hawks trail by 4. Okogie, the pass to Lively. Buzelis sets a screen for Morant. Pass to Buzelis. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Sohan with the ball. Yes, that goes in. Sohan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Milwaukee.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Jordan. Launches a 3. And Morant is good for 3. Morant's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, that equals his 3-point total in the first half. He had 1 before the break. And that's his first 3 of this half.
So for the Hawks, Bull. He's checked in for Derek Lively. And it's ball in for Josh Okogie. The Bucks also with the sub. Diallo's checked in. Morant against Rollins. Pass to Kispert. This one for 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 3. Morant surveying the D. Buzelis sets a screen for Morant. Over in the corner, Dort. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Screen by Jordan. Here's Sohan. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Sohan's got 4 points this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Daniel Gafford's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Amen Thompson comes in for Sohan. Austin Reeves is checked in for Diallo. And Pippen sub in for Rollins. And it's Morant missing. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pippen against Morant. Out to the right wing. Here's Kispert. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
For the screen on Ball. Here's Reeves. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Most of Gafford's points are going to come right there around the rim, and he loves to throw it down.
Here's Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Austin Reeves picks one up. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days. He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Back to Dort. Reeves against Ball. And it's Reeves with the rebound. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Pippen. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Pass to Reeves. To the middle. Here's Reeves. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And you can tell Reeves has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Ball. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now, his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the rejection by Claxton. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Dort.
Lugans, Dort, give it to him.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Reeves. Bounce pass from Reeves. Down low. Now here's Gafford. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's Reeves missing. Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Morant outside. Pass to Claxton, and Thompson sends it back. Milwaukee leading by 4. To the paint. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. And it's 6 points from Amen Thompson. Morant against Pippen. Paxton a screen on Pippen. Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Already an MVP caliber talent, Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Here's Reeves. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Coming up big. What poise from Reeves on that clutch bucket.
Here's Morant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 30.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow. You see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Here's It's Reeves defended by Dort. The offensive rebound. And here's Reeves outside. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Grant, the rebound by the Bucks. Jacks up a 3. Reeves can't hit. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But, hey, never say never.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Bucks now. They lead by 7. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out.
LaMelo ball. 10 seconds. Team sport. At the line for the Bucks.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that stretches their lead to 8. Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Morant kicks to Dort. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And can you put out the mental?
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Rick